Hey guys, welcome to the first call of 2021. Diamond Ambassador Phelan Rabe and Diamond Ambassador Tiffany Wilson. We are so excited to come to you guys. We just got off a call for all the jewels with corporate talking about some new and exciting things that are coming this year. And we absolutely could not wait to share those things with you guys. So we have some things, we have some practical tips, we have some tools that we're going to give to you, along with all the amazing things that corporate gave to you guys. You are going to be set, you're going to be ready for the new year. And I don't know about y'all, but 2020 was pretty crazy. I had a baby, so it made it extra crazy, but we're just also ready for that year to be done, and we're ready for 2021. And I want you guys to think about the goals that you have set in the past, and maybe you didn't make them happen and you feel like, why do I want to make some goals? Why do I want to set myself up for failure again? That is not the case. Every time you go for a goal, even if it doesn't happen, you are that much closer to reaching that. All of the months or the weeks of preparing or the trying to hit a goal is preparing you for the goals that you are going to hit this year. But all you have to do is make a choice. This is your year to continue with the momentum, to go full force straight ahead. Don't get excited and then slow down. Don't keep running and get so close to your goal that you kick back and relax and think, oh, I've got this. Keep going. When you see teams that are in momentum and the people that are going and they're excited, it's because they didn't slow down. They didn't stop. They kept going. And that is the biggest thing that I see. I see so many people close to Ruby, close to Emerald, and they don't hit those goals because they slow down too soon. So don't let that be you. You need to make a decision. You need to decide. You need to know the direction that you are going. And you need to decide that you're going to do this and this is going to be your year.
I was muted. All right. Yeah, everything you said, like y'all, this is your year. And, going back to, you're on this call tonight because we want to share with you what it takes to build a successful business. What can you do different this year? And we want to give you those tools. And, no doubt, like Phelan said, it has been a difficult year for so many people. And so whether you're feeling a little blue or you're feeling extra sunshine and rainbows over there, we want you to make 2021 a breakthrough year. And so I want to talk a little bit more. I'm going to tell you that even if you're not where you want to be in your business, or if you're, looking to step it up and really crush some extra goals this year, there are things that you can do to change your business. So make sure tonight that you have a pen, a paper, and take notes on these things, because it's going to be simple and it's really a mindset shift of change, because y'all, this business is 90% mindset and 10% how to, y'all. So belief, Phelan just talked a little bit about that. It's simple and it's as difficult as that. But without strong belief, nothing else you do is going to ever make a difference in your business. Okay. So, are you sitting here tonight lacking belief in yourself and what you're doing? What story are you telling yourself about yourself that is limiting you? And if you can just master your mind, you can shift your entire business to the next level. Are your beliefs rock solid? That's a question to ask yourself in network marketing, in this business, in our products, in yourself. If you get yourself out of your, a salesy mindset, because that's not what we're about. And if you move it into service, you can serve fully. And when we serve others fully, y'all, we become more fulfilled. And I promise you that your own hopes and dreams can start becoming a reality. But you need to come from a place of gratitude, a place of love, but belief really is one of the most important aspects in your business because you will rise and fall on belief with your mindset. So that's kind of some things I wanted to add in there on belief. I don't know if you have anything else.
Seriously, like Tiff was saying, the belief, it's in the mindset. We know how to recruit. We know how to share these products that we have grown to love. That is so easy. What messes with us is in our mind. And one of the biggest things that is messing with you is when you're looking to the left and to the right, and you see people who ranked up before you or people who joined 6 months ago and they're already emerald. Stop looking at them except for if it's to do what they're doing. If you want to know why that person is diamond and you're not, go out there and do what they did. Most of the time, people just aren't willing to actually put in the work and do the things that are necessary to get to that place. They just want to sit there and, oh, she's doing better than me. That makes me not feel good about myself. Get off your butt and do something about it. Stop looking at your sideline. Stop looking at your downline, your upline, who's in this company, who's in that company. Stop looking all around. You need to choose to water the grass, grow that plant where you are at. You need to develop yourself. You need to be paying attention to the calls. You need to be on book club and actually participating. How many times do we have to say this? I'm not saying it because it's fun to say. We don't do these calls for you to sit there and fool around on your phone or to watch TV. Take some notes, write these things down, be serious about your business because that's what this is. This is a business. We're not 6 and close to 7-figure earners because we just sat around, and we're also not making those paychecks because we worked ourselves into a grave. You can have both. You can have freedom. You can have the business that you've always dreamed of. You really can have all of the things and fit it all into your life, but it's a choice, and you need to decide if you're going to do that or not. Through all of the phases of life, we have grown our businesses. It just starts with a decision. So make this year different than the years past. Gather up all the knowledge and all of the things that you have held on to and you have up in your brain, but you're stopping yourself from actually doing those things, and go out and just do it. My favorite motivational speech ever is from Art Williams, and it's his Just Do It speech. Because so many times we make excuses of why we can't do this, or I can't start because I don't have a planner, or I need a laptop, or I need more time. No, seriously, just do it. The people who are successful because they just do a little bit more than the person next to them. It doesn't take a lot. It really just requires a little bit more time invested in relationships, a little bit more time invested in yourself. So you guys saw the new flow for the contest that we are going to be doing, the success sprint. This is all year round, and Tiffany's going to share some awesome statistics and some facts and some information about this. But you guys, what's so cool about this is it keeps you in momentum consistently throughout your business, throughout the year. We're going to talk a little bit about different seasons, and there are different seasons, but right now is the season for planting. You are getting ready to harvest. You saw what happened last year and all of the massive explosions of rank ups, and our paychecks literally doubled overnight because people were excited. They were signing up people, but that starts now. That starts with getting them in our fitness challenge. That starts with building relationships. That starts with you being consistent. It starts with you following through and being true to yourself and making your New Year's resolutions actually happen. So Tiff, share these contests with us.
Yes. Oh my gosh, y'all. I don't know if you're freaking out or what, but I'm just thinking like Paris, technology, cash, like let's do this darn thing. They're going over and talking about the success sprints. And I love, love, love that they're basing it on the 3 R's of our business, like literally the most important parts of our business and how we develop those, a stable, long-term business forever. And so that is recruiting, rank ups, and retaining. And you'll see from some of the graphics they sent out and the flyers and stuff, and we'll be providing you with some things as well on how to kind of earn the credits and different things you can do. And this, you'll be able to tie this all in. Y'all, someone coming in you know, it's going to be in quarters. So, you know, January, February, March, and then April, May, June, but people coming in can win all these. Like, it's such a blank slate, and it's not just for the already successful people. Like, it is literally for everybody. And I love that, because you can have a brand new silver coming in, and she has the ability to earn some awesome cash, to earn the max, and to get all that. And that's what I love. And, you know, being on a call with Tarl, he had mentioned that, and this I want you to remember going through this year, but for a new ambassador that orders at least 3 times, so you're retaining them 3 months, y'all, there is an 87% retention rate company-wide, okay? 3 months, if you're getting your new ambassador to commit to that, that is amazing. And this is one reason why, you know, we want to focus on this belief and pouring that belief into our new ambassadors and giving them this opportunity and this vision and creating excitement around that. And then, you know, that's also going to focus on our leadership growth and moving into retention and serving others and being able to have that stability in our business. So I'm truly, truly excited about what this contest offers us. And I think it's just, there's so many words I have for it, but I think it's great to just get everybody amped up and to see this all year, and combined with the other great things we have here. Wow. Like, I'm just super excited about this. So
I am so excited for the tools and all of the things that they gave us for these contests, because it kind of gives you your, like, sometimes you're like, I don't know where to start with my goals. Make it super simple. Your goals are what corporate has given to you. If you do those things, you're going to win extra cash. You're going to win Apple Watches, iPads, laptops, whatever it is they're giving away. Let those things be your goals. Okay, I need this many points this month. I need this many joins. How can I do that? How can I help my team? Tiffany's going to talk about leadership. That's such an important aspect to this. And leadership isn't this big, scary word. It really is just getting people to do what you're doing. Like, all right, let's come alongside them and do this together. That is what leadership is. It's not sitting here and recording a call like this. It's getting down in there and doing the work with your people. Did you have more on the contest stuff?
I did want to mention something that I feel like we always like forget to mention till maybe the end or something, but I want to remind everybody, like, I don't care who you are. I want you to tell us that you are going to commit to going to Paris. Like, you want to go to Paris. Like, I am telling y'all this, anybody can do this. Like, you don't have to feel that some of these are out of your reach because you're only a silver, or, you know, you think you're only a gold, or you're just a ruby, or you're not yet a jewel, or whatever it is that you're telling yourself. I want you to stop that right now. And I want you to change your mindset surrounding that, because there were too many times in my business over the last almost 6 years where I did miss, I missed contest goals by literally just points, because I shot too low. I didn't think I could do it. There's been other times where I've been so close that I hustled and about thought I was going to near kill myself by the end, because I realized I could do it at the end and it was almost too late. So I want you to have that belief here tonight, and to believe and tell yourself that you're going to go into this year and you're going to do big things for you, your family, and those you love and know in your team. So yes.
100%. I had to learn that lesson the hard way too. I sat in the audience at convention and watched people go to Mushake, and it was the top 7 and I was number 8. And I missed it by like 20 credits. That's like 1 join. That was so painful. It's not okay. It's so much easier if you put in the work at the beginning and then know that you earned something, you know, sooner rather than later. It's a lot less stressful, that's for sure. So I definitely want to encourage you guys to do that. We're going to jump into some talk about leadership and just how to get people to do this with you, because that's how you're going to go to Paris. That's how you're going to build this residual income, which is what Tiffany and I are both enjoying. We have so many people on the team enjoying this residual income, and your goal in your business is to create 6 level 1 jewels who are well on their way to diamond. That is residual income, and anybody can do that. Trust me, I have no experience in this, Tiffany. Like this is something we've had to learn from the ground up. So we're going to talk about leadership, and something that kind of goes hand in hand with this is leadership is working with your downline, but how do we navigate upline relationships, downline relationships, sideline relationships? Where do those 3 types of relationships within Plexus come into play? Obviously, we have our prospects and we're building relationships with them, but how does the team dynamic work? So you want to work with your upline on their vision. Work with them. If they're like, let's do an event, work with your upline to bring that event together. The more people, the better. The more excitement, the better. Getting people on book club, working with your upline on their vision is so important. And that's what you want to do with your sideline. Don't worry about being best friends with your sideline. I see this happen so much. And what it is a replacement for what you absolutely have to be doing. It's not that we don't want you guys being friends with each other, because that is such an important aspect of this business overall, is just the friendships. But we want you to create the strongest bonds with your downline. That is how you're going to get to where we are at. And when I see sidelines partnering up and becoming best friends, every single time they don't have a downline. They don't have a team that they are working with. Your number 1 priority is to build and strengthen those relationships with your downline. That is where you want to focus the majority of your time, is with your downline, and then come alongside your sidelines to support your upline's vision. So my girls, they all work great together. Tiffany, Cody, Brittany, Rochelle, Courtney, everybody's friends. They love each other. But their strongest relationship, the core of their business, is with their downline. So don't get lazy. Don't just ride along on what your upline has created in these sideline relationships. You go and you duplicate that and create that with your downline.
Yes. And I am so, so happy that you brought that up, because that is such an important part of this business, is to come to your upline and bring your ideas. And I think it's so important to don't ever think that something is dumb. Like, I love it when my gals are coming to me and saying, hey, what do you think about this? Let's get everybody involved and let's do this, because that's how, you know, we create great things. That's how systems and everything is just excitement. All of it is, you know, flows through the team. And I can remember, like Fallon mentioned, with, you know, Cody and Rochelle and Britt and everyone doing that. We worked with her and all together, and it was, you know, we've created something very special with Pink Power. So thank you for sharing that, Val. Glad we didn't forget. All right, sorry, girl.
You go ahead. You go ahead.
So I want to talk a little bit more in depth about some leadership development, and then I'll let you add some things, Val. But I want to tell you, y'all, and some of this might be some truths that you're going to be like, oh, dang, but you need to hear this, okay? Leadership development, y'all, it starts with you, okay? You. Leadership and developing yourself as a leader, because network marketing and where we are right now is leadership development with a compensation plan. I'm sure you've heard that. The reason, and I want to tell you, if you're sitting there, the reason, and you might be struggling or wondering or something, the reason that you do not have the leaders that you want on your team is because you have not developed yourself to be the leader they need, okay? I want you to remember that. And it all goes back to leadership lids, and we'll get into some other stuff. But I want you to get serious in 2021 about your personal growth, because no one is to blame for your future situation except yourself. And if you want success, then become successful. It excites me talking about this or hearing it, because I just think about my journey over the years and how all of this was so true for my journey and each step of leadership. And a quote that kind of came to mind, I don't know if Greg had told me it, but it was, a man can fail many times, but he isn't a failure until he begins to blame someone else. It's not someone else. You, my friends, are the only person responsible for your success or lack of, and I'm sure Fallon will want to chime in on this then, but that is all going to fall back on your personal growth and professional development. And I'm going to tell you that there does come a time in every successful network marketer's life where I do believe that they feel like maybe they've hit a plateau in their business, or, you know, it might relate to adding people to your network, or, you know, motivation has maybe waned in that season because you're not getting the results you hoped for, or you're not sure how to move forward or what the next step is. But I want to tell you that the way to move forward is through training and professional development. And I want you to be honest with yourself tonight and here, and in the days moving forward through 2021. And I want you to ask yourself if you are really 100% invested in doing all the things for your personal growth in 2021. And Fallon touched on it a little bit earlier, but are you on this Monday night call? Are you listening? Are you taking notes? Are you encouraging your team to be on these too? Are you actively involved in book club? Are you participating in book club, speaking up, being a part of book club? Are you in an IPA chat? Are you completing your daily IPA? And if you don't know what that is, talk to your sponsor. But I built my entire business to Diamond and Beyond thanks to IPAs, y'all. I mean, income producing activity has been so beneficial for my business. Another thing, are you leading calls, book clubs? If you're in a leadership position where you can, are you stepping up to do this? Because you need to be. That is part of leadership development and growth, taking an active approach to becoming a better leader. Are you commenting in the team pages? Are you posting? Are you celebrating others? Are you plugged into all the additional training and the resources and the events that we have available to you? You know, we do a lot of team events. We have the fitness group going on right now. Send out the messages. There is still time. This is such an exciting time. The next quarters are the best times of the year. Are you actively doing these things? And I don't want you to lie, y'all, because you're only lying to yourself. So I really want you to dig deep and continue through to asking yourself these things throughout the year. If you feel discouraged, or even when you feel like you're at the top of the world, make sure that these are the things that you're checking off. And I know we have checklists too in Pink Power about, you know, the action checklist. So I'm sure you want to add some things, Val, and then I have some other things to talk about.
Yeah, I think it's so important to not blame anybody but yourself, like Tiff said, for the lack of success that you're having. Whether it's you can't get to silver or not, and I shouldn't say you can't, it's you haven't yet. You haven't been able to get to silver yet, or you're not emerald yet. There's nothing wrong with the team you're on. There's nothing wrong with your back office. There's nothing wrong with your friends. You need to be honest and you need to look at yourself. Are you really doing the things that we're saying? I'm talking to silvers here. I'm not just talking to golds or emeralds or sapphires. Are you in the team pages like Tiffany said? I see people who complain that they're not where they want to be. And if you actually wanted to know the truth, I could say, yeah, you're not doing these things. You're not on book club. You're not talking. You're sitting there with your camera off. We know you're not there. We know you're not really participating. We're not stupid, y'all. And then you want to complain that you're not having success. We're telling you right now the things that you need to be doing to have that success. And we're telling you from experience. We have been doing these things, and I have been at a place where I blamed my upline. I was like, how do I find a new upline? She's not helping me. All she did was recommend these books. And you know what? That was the best thing that she could have ever done for me, was say, Fallon, you are responsible for your business. Go make something of yourself. And I chose to do that because I was sick of the life that I had. I wanted to not be broke. And this financial freedom that we're able to have, we're able to grow multiple businesses and work with Robert Kiyosaki's guys. And my husband is doing things with the boys, and we have residual income. We have multiple streams of income. And that is because I was willing to look at myself and say, you suck. Like, you need to get it together. If you want to not be broke, you need to change you. You need to stop blaming your network or your lack of network or the fact that you have too many kids or you don't have enough time. We all have the same amount of hours in the day. We all have the capabilities to set down the phone, to stop shopping and to get to recruiting. We can do this, and you guys can do this, and we want you to come alongside us and do this together. Last year we had, I can't even count how many new emeralds, sapphires on this team, new diamonds, new rubies, new senior rubies. You guys are in the right place at the right time. Don't compare, again, don't compare, why did she hit emerald in 4 months? And I've been doing this for 3 years and I can't. Go fix yourself. And I can say that with honesty because I've been there. Tiffany too. I just had a level 1 I was talking to today, and I'm like, my goodness, you are a changed person. You did some things with your mindset, and just talking to you it's amazing. She took some time, worked on herself while she was growing her business, and she's a new person, and I love that.
Yes, and we're coming to you telling you this from a place of love and a place of experience, because it's never fun to be at the top alone, right? We want everybody with us. And I want to tell y'all to remember that building your belief and working on your mindset growth are not going to be easy things, okay? It's not. And so, with a hobbyist mentality, you might create results for you and some of your team, but that mentality is keeping you from big results that you want, that that you talk about, that you want to do. It's gonna take time and effort, y'all. It is going to be painful and scary. You can even get easily discouraged because you are spending the time on these things with sometimes little return at first, but you need to shift your focus. This is all so important. So, get off that treadmill where you're just constantly going, and shift your focus, shift to yourself, allow you to take those 10 steps forward to help you build the business that you want, and to get out of the mindset that you're currently in, or whatever mindset shift you need, on whatever day you need. And that can be changing all the time. You are building a foundation in this business, and the work that y'all are doing this today, and I'm going to talk about some other things that Charles said too, but the work that you're doing today, 10 years from now, is going to create a business that's strong. And you cannot build a business that is not on solid ground. You need the foundation. You have to understand that you're building a foundation in this business, right? And the longevity of a structure is built on that foundation. So you want to do this the right way with that strong foundation. And I mean, I'm sure it's the same for y'all, but I want to build a legacy business that I can pass down to my children, to my grandchildren, something for them to be truly proud of for generations to come. And we can do this with Plexus. And it makes me almost emotional talking about this, because that is the gift that we truly have here with Plexus. And so grateful for Tarl and Alex's vision. I don't know why I'm getting teary. This is like crazy. But we were on a Joel call, and he spoke about the vision and how this vision will triple our businesses in the next few years. Tarl said this, and he even says to set goals and to look out the next 5 years, which we're going to talk about setting goals here soon, but don't look at just the next 90 days, because he said we are going to, essentially double that in size and then do more just within the next 5 years that we've done in the last 12. Like, wow, y'all, that is amazing. Like, we are truly so blessed to be where we're at. So.
Yeah, I just have to say, I'm glad I didn't have to talk in the middle of you getting teary-eyed, because I would just totally lose. I feed off other people's emotions, but you guys, we have such an influx of people looking for work at home opportunities. I come across people every day who are looking to do exactly what we are doing. The world is changing. I mean, 2020, it is something we'll be telling our grandkids about. For real, the world is not the same that it was. Even my doctor, it's online. I'm talking to my doctor online, and she's emailing me, hey, go get this blood work done here. You don't have to go into the office. People are working remotely, and people are looking for multiple streams of income. And this is where we are at right now. And to look at making a lot of money from home, it's not foolish. It's not silly. What is foolish is to not grab a hold of this opportunity. Tested and scientifically, clinically proven gut health products are the core of where the future in medicine is going. That's just the way it's going. People are understanding this more and more, and that is what we are. We are a gut health company, and this is a solid foundation. It's always going to be important. The health and wellness industry knows what's up, and it's just what it is. So you are in the right place at the right time. But again, it's up to you to make that choice. And I am so excited for all of the new people who have come to me and said, this is my year. I am so ready to work on me. Tell me what I need to change. What do I need to do to double my income, to surpass my husband's income, to be able to provide for my family? I want the freedom. I want the life that I see you guys living. I want to be home with my babies. How can I do that?
Yes. And just, after 2020, y'all, this is our year. Like, I know that it's going to be good. It's going to be big things coming out for so many people, and I'm excited about that. So I guess we want to talk about some setting goals a little bit here before we close. But you want me to talk, Val, first?
I can go
Okay.
on there.
Yeah, you can go, and I'll add some stuff here.
I love to talk about leadership. That's like my favorite. I could stay on that and all of that all day. So you guys, what we want to do is we want to set goals, but the first thing you have to do is know that you're committed to your business. You can have all the goals wrote up and have all the best intentions, right? I'm going to start working out on Monday. I'm going to start working out after Christmas. Has that happened? A lot of times the answer is no. You have to be committed. It's like being committed to your marriage. When you're committed to your marriage, you are only focused on that. That is your person. You're investing your time, your energy, your emotions in that person. That is your goal. You are investing your thoughts, your energy, your time into that goal. You don't just write something down and forget about it. You are going to want to nurture that goal. You're going to want to make that goal happen and make that a reality. And sorry, my screen did something weird, but we're going to talk a little bit about goal setting. And the first thing you want to do is to write it down, but don't just write it down. You have to actually decide to make it happen. And the tools that Plexus has given us, like for the contest and all of those things, those are really helpful. It's also going to be super helpful. And this is where I send everyone to their back office. Get in your back office and look at your level ones. You might be like me and be like, oh my gosh, I forgot I signed this person up. Or wow, this person is ordering a lot of product and look, they have a new ambassador under them. I didn't even know they were silver. What is going on here? That happens so often. So you need to be in your back office every day, and you need to look back there and look at your level ones and who can you help get to silver? Who can you get sharing? That's a great place to start with. How do I make, my goals?
Yes, and I had think of it like Santa Claus, y'all. You're going to make a list and you're going to check it twice and you're going to write those down, every single goal. And, I like to do, I do kind of like some 30, 60, 90 days, going into like 6 months. And I like to go into like 1, 3, 5, 10 years, and some of this we've had wrote down. But these are going to be constant reminders for the rest of the year to reach these goals, and taking time to set it aside to know what we need to do to achieve those goals. And, I think everyone on this call tonight, make sure that you're in 3-way chats, that you're on massive amounts of calls, especially beginning and kicking off this new year, because we want to know everybody's goal. And we want you to write them down, have that deadline, know what your annual goals are, your ultimate goals, your milestones to get there, where you want to be in the next, 12 months, what percentage do you want your business to increase? How many people do you want to add to your network to bring in? How many people would you like to add to your team? If your goal is Hawaii or, Mexico. I think it's Mexico this year, sorry. But, start putting Mayakoba on your screen and staring at that all year. Visualize these goals. And, envision it and writing it down because it is achievable. So definitely make sure that you're setting those and don't think that anything is too crazy, but make sure that you're setting realistic enough goals that we can say, hey, let's work together and let's do this in small increments.
I think the biggest thing with goal setting is to not look at, oh my gosh, I need all these points for diamond, or looking at such a huge thing. You want a big goal, and a screensaver with Mayakoba on there is great if your goal is emerald or sapphire or diamond, or whatever your family's dreams are, a dream home or a vacation you want to take your kids on. Big goals are great, but make it simple. You want to break it down smaller and smaller and smaller until it's daily increments. Do you want to watch a training video every day? Do you want to contact 3 people a day? Just start somewhere and stop overthinking it. That's the biggest thing that I see people do. They're like, oh my gosh, I got all these things to do. I don't know where to start. Start by writing it down and start somewhere. Write down the things you need to do. Like, I'd like to be on book club. I would like to read a new book every month. I would like to contact 50 people in 1 month. Okay, break it down further. And what do you need to do? You need to be friending people so you have new people to reach out to. Does that mean you need to make 1 post a week in a group that you're involved in and then go friend everybody who comments? Yeah, probably. Write it down. Get yourself a planner. If you don't have a planner, use your phone or use a planner. I don't know. What do you use these days, Tiff? Your phone or a paper planner?
Yeah, well, and I do have a planner, but I find that it's easy to use. I just only recently started kind of finally transitioning everything over onto a spreadsheet, and that's kind of been helpful for me too. So I do have one in Google Docs, and then I know there's one posted in Pink Power too, but that's been helpful because I've been doing a lot of contacts and reach outs with the new year. So I want to make sure that I'm intentional with everybody and following up and really helping people to, have those dreams and goals in the next year.
Yeah, so once you get started on inviting people to the fitness group or trying to get level 1s to get on 3-way calls, I'm not really concerned with the outcome of those things right away, because like Tiffany said, oh my gosh, I remember Tiffany coming to me saying, nobody wants to buy the products. Nobody's joining. Why is Cody gold and I'm not gold? These things were happening. And I'm like, it will happen. Don't worry, just keep doing the things and we know the results will come. And that's the funny thing about this business that is so countercultural, but you're going to put more work in at the beginning to reap the rewards for years to come. A lot of this is front loaded. So it's totally normal to feel like you're reaching out to people and nothing is happening. You may need to tweak what you're saying. You need to keep watching training videos, go watch some recruiting schools. Tiffany, Cody, Christina, I could list so many people who are really good at that. They have a lot of good videos, a lot of things, but don't overwhelm yourself with, how do I do it? Should I do it this way? Should I do it this way? Just do something and the outcome will happen.
Yeah, and I remember sitting at silver thinking, how do I get 4,500 points for diamond? That is not what you want to think, okay? There's ways to break that up and to do that. And, going back to just never compare yourself in this business. Like your journey is yours alone. And this is bettering you for, your friends and your family and those you love. And that comparison is, the biggest confidence killer. So definitely never do that. And don't do that this year. Like, make sure that you are crossing that off of your list to not do. So yeah, anything else you want to add about that? I have some things I wanted to close with then too, Cal, but let me know.
You go ahead. I'm done.
Okay. So I just want to kind of close tonight, y'all, and Fallon will probably chip in here then too, but I want to tell y'all on this call tonight, I'm excited to kick this call off for the new year, but nothing worthwhile, friends, is going to come easy. And you might have heard, if it's easy, it's sleazy. And I want you to remember that, because the work that you are doing today is preparing you for that breakthrough in belief in leadership development, because there is going to be a tipping point in your business where duplication will kick in, momentum and growth are going to begin, and you're going to see the seasons shift. I know Fallon talked about that a little earlier, but there are always seasons in our businesses. And I had another quote wrote down here, but remember this through the year, okay? I think this is big. The arrogance of success is to think that what you did yesterday will be sufficient for tomorrow, okay? No, don't think that. As leaders, we are always growing and learning and developing ourselves. And when you understand what it means to truly lead people and lead people well and lift others up and lift your leadership lid, you're going to see growth as you've grown yourself, and that you're able to hold people accountable because you're a leader. You can hold people accountable and be there for them the way that they need to develop their leadership. And that's when you begin to see their growth and your business will soar. And so that's a part of leadership that you cannot be afraid of, and momentum will start to pick up and you're going to see it. But remember what we talked about earlier, you are building a foundation for something that will last a lifetime, a legacy company, a legacy business. So don't get discouraged, y'all. I want you to embrace the process and 2021. Be intentional, work on yourself so that you can work on others. And, just kind of closing it out, but Tony Robbins said that it's in your moments of decision that your destiny is shaped. So what are you deciding in this moment here tonight to do with 2021? Are you going to let another year pass by without achieving what you want? Or are you going to truly step up, take action, and make 2021 your absolute best year yet?
And I can promise you that if you work hard for a year, actually doing the things, not lying to yourself and not lying to your sponsor, actually do the things and put in the work with the IPA and creating, and that's what this business is. It's IPA and creating leaders, IPA, creating leaders, sign new people up, create leaders. That's so simple. It's ridiculous how simple it is, but we want you to work on yourself. And like Tiffany said, if this was easy, like a kickback, you don't have to do anything, you just gonna make $1 million, you might want to be skeptical. You might want to wonder what in the heck is going on. That is not called building a business. That is called sleazy. Like Tiffany said, that is not what we're doing here. We are growing a legitimate business that professionals call a very smart business move and a very smart business model, but you're going to have to put in the work. And I'm here to tell you that it's worth it. And I'm here to tell you it's not as hard as getting a master's degree and trying to find a job that pays as well as this, or that pays at all. So choose your hard. And this one is actually pretty easy, but it's not sleazy. So is that all?
Amen. Yes. I have a health degree, my bachelor's, and I can tell you Plexus has by far paid me more than that degree ever could have. So yeah.
Yep. Absolutely. I'd have to agree. I don't have a degree, but I'm making more money than people who do. So
exactly. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So I think we're just excited to be with y'all and work with y'all through 2021 and excited to see where this year takes us. But just remember, hold yourself accountable.
Yep. We're ready. Let's do this thing. And see you guys next week.
Good night.